How are you? How are you? I love you.
クローズアップ取る方どうぞ前の方へお進みになってください。
Thank you, everybody. Well, that was quite an entrance. I love you, he said.
I love you too.
Nobody ever says.
I love you.
Nobody ever says that, and I think people should say it more when they come to the club. It's a great way to start a press conference. So, as you know, as many people here know, I'm sure, there was a major controversy over an international art exhibition in Nagoya over the summer. The art exhibition, of course, featured previously censored art, which the organizers put on partly in an attempt to trigger a debate about freedom of expression.
Yes, that's right.
There's a long and sordid story attached to that, but we won't go into it today. The exhibition went ahead, of course, eventually, but it was subjected to a lot of harassment, including over 10,000 phone calls and mails and faxes, some of them violent. Our speaker today, Takashi Kawamura, who we're very honored to have and come and talk to us, he is the mayor of Nagoya. He was very unhappy at this exhibition, and he's going to speak about why he was unhappy today. He was particularly incensed by a statue of a Korean girl, symbolizing Asian women who were forced to provide sex to Japanese soldiers during World War II, and, which we talked about in the pre-interview, a video showing a burning portrait of the late Showa Emperor, Emperor Hirohito. He says, he famously said, and this was widely quoted, that those two exhibits trampled on the hearts of Japanese people and should not have been displayed at the event. He is particularly upset that taxpayers' money was used to fund the event and that public servants were organizing it. Mr. Kawamura is a former lower house member. He staged a sit-in leading a chorus of protests against the resumption of the show, and in an open letter which was recently published, he also criticized major newspapers for describing his action as ignorant or tantamount to political pressure. And one of the reasons why he's come here today, of course, is because the FCCJ was a forum for that discussion on freedom of expression. So we are very happy that he has come to brave the storm today and to give his point of view. We're hoping that he's very passionate about this subject, but we are hoping that you will stick to 30 minutes, and leave time for plenty of questions. Can I just remind you, if you haven't already, to switch off your cell phones to avoid disturbing the press conference. Thank you.
Thank you. Is it okay?
Yes.
To speak out?
Yes.
And for the first time, for the few minutes for English, thank you very much. I love you. I am so-called crazy mayor, and lowest paid mayor in Japan. But you have probably some misunderstanding of the issue. So I speak it out, and please tell me, okay, right? So to make it accurate, I use an interpreter, right?
I'm ready.
Okay. So じゃあ日本語でいきますけど。
All right, I'll start with Japanese.
なるべくポイントを絞ってくれというふうに言われましたので。
I've been told to keep it down to the barest of points.
だから問題をまず絞りまして4点に絞ります。
So I will focus on 4 points.
まず一つは今回の愛知トリエンナーレ問題というのは これはいわゆる公共事業だったんです。
Well, first of all, Aichi Triennale is a public event.
私は未だかつてその作家ね、アーティストにこういう表現をしてはいかんと言ったことは一遍もありません。
I have never told any artist that you must not express their point of view in any way whatsoever.
どっかの画廊ギャラリーとか、それから自分の家でとかね、そういうところでそこから自分のお金でということで、こういう表現はいけないということは一遍もありません。
And it's their own business that with public, private events, their own arts that they do, they could express themselves in any way they want. I have never stopped them.
今回はどうも僕が調べたところでアメリカやイギリスではあんまりないようですけど、今回は名古屋市から愛知県主催 organized by the Prefecture and the city of Nagoya, you know?
Well, I have heard that this kind of thing don't happen in U.S. or in England, but as he just said, the event was sponsored by Prefecture and City of Nagoya.
税金を芸術に一切使っていけないということはないです。
And of course, it's no problem that tax money is used for arts.
それはやっぱり助成して芸術を育てるという場合があるからね。
And because we want to grow and encourage the artists and arts.
そういう場合はしかし議会があったり、これからマスコミがあったりして、ちゃんとそのステップがあってね、そこで民主主義的なステップを取ってやることなんです。
And these always have steering committees and different members who participate. And we must take steps to organize these things.
要するにこの場合まず一つはそのやったことを認めますと、名古屋市主催ですから、愛知県もそうだけど名古屋市民がこの展示を応援したということになるんです。
And it's fact that it was sponsored by Prefecture and Nagoya supported this event.
ということはこれガバメンタルスピーチと言いますけど、裏書き効果と言いますけど、役所はですね、こういうことをある芸術を主催することは、それはいわゆるいいことであると、市民が応援しているという裏書き効果があると言われています。
And it's called government speech, but it is effective to support the artists and arts.
ですからやはりきちっと慎重にというか当たり前ですけど、この役人側はやらないかんと。
And it is our duty as public servant and government member that we do things right.
憲法15条2項って言うんですけど、そこにいわゆる公務員は全体の奉仕者だという規定があるんです。
And in the Constitution, 12(2) clause, that it is really for good of all.
そうそう。だから、慎重にやって、だから私たちは一定の審査をする義務があるんです、これ。
So we have to make sure that what is being going to be shown is appropriate, and it is our duty to do so.
いや、my duty です。not right ですよ。our duty to check it。わかります？ You get it? ということで、まずそれがワンポイント。
So that's the first point.
からセカンドポイントはStatue of the Sex Slaves No Good Comfort Ready もインポータントですけど、だけど
That is important, however.
だけど陛下の昭和天皇ですけど、昭和天皇の肖像画ですね、肖像写真がこれちゃんと言ってくれないけど、バーナーで燃やしてですよ、バーナーで燃やして、あと灰になったのを足で踏み潰すという動画があったと。
And there was one piece of work that has come to being, which the picture of Showa Emperor has been burned with a burner, and its ash was trampled on with someone's feet.
Not only picture, but moving picture it was.
Oh, and this entire process was shown as art in video.
ビデオで、いやだそうです。それで、それが2つ目と。で、
And so that's the second point.
だからサードポイントは、これが実は隠されていたと、展示の時に。
And actually, before it was shown, This was not, it was hidden. They were not telling us that they were going to do this.
これどうしましょう。ここにその隠されていた証拠の書類を今説明しましょうか。
簡単にその部分は重要だと思うんだよね。
その部分重要。ちょっとそれ。
Okay, there is a handout in front of you which looks like it's A4 size, A3 size. どこの部分か教えて。
いやいや、まず。
Sorry, it's only in Japanese.
3ページあるでしょ。
So there are 3 pages.
でこれはどういう書類かと言いま
And let me
すと、
explain to you what this is.
8月1日に
August the 1st,
愛知トリエンナーレがオープンしました。
Aichi Triennale has opened.
で1週間ほど前の
And this came to us a week before the showing.
愛知県が名古屋市に示した書類です。
And this is what Prefecture of Aichi has given to Nagoya.
どういうものが展示されるかということを
This is the details of what will be shown.
はいでしょ。そう一番向こうにおるのはその名古屋市の担当者で、
He's raising his hand.
彼は名古屋市の担当者で、
He's responsible for this.
でそこに県が示してる。
And the Prefecture has given him this particular
いい
document.
ですか。でちょっとこれをですね、日本語ですみません。
And,
I'm
he's
sorry,
going
this
to
is Japanese,
describe to you
sorry.
in
But this
Japanese.
is the accurate one, original one. Okay? You get it? これで、まず第1ページの
The problem,
問題が
number
一番大きいのは
the biggest
ナン
problem
バー
that
10。
is right here on the very left side, it's numbered and it's number 10.
いっぺん見たってちょうだい。ナンバー10。ファーストページの
It's on the
ナン
first
バー
page.
10。で、これずっと右へ行きます
And
と、
as you read this,
で、二
sorry, it's
重
in
丸があると
Japanese.
かありますね。
And it's double circled
で、
in the
ここ
right in the
は
middle.
ここはどういうことかいうと、
What this means,
一番上まで行きますと、これ
Is,
2015年展示と、
it was shown in 2015.
これ2015年には展示したものだと。
So it's
ほんで
something that has already been
で
shown.
問題はプロブレム is here なんですよ。問題は次の欄は今回追加展示との欄
And
なん
the
です。
problem exists here. There's a circle or square right next to it. It's blank.
Blank.
This is where it's saying, is it going to be additional show or anything else that will be shown this time?
そうで前回のにはその陛下のでそれじゃあ次行きましょうか。
Okay,
次
and
のページ見て
probably going to the next page.
next page で写真がありますから。
And there are photographs being shown.
でナンバー10右側
And
の
On
10
the right side of this page, you will see number 10.
ナンバー10。
あれ
これそれカラーじゃないのか。
私のが違いますね。
どうぞこっち。
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Number 10 on the third page.
の10のところをずっと右行くと写
On
真
the
があ
very
るん
right
ですよ。
side, see the photograph?
でここは昭和天皇写ってます
This is, you will see Showa Emperor here.
これはバーナーで燃やす写真じゃないんですよこれ
This isn't the one that video shown or anything being burned here.
要するにパターンが2つありましてこの10番の作品には遠近を抱えてたんですよこれ
Right. And on number 10, thank you. And it explains Enkin o Kakaete. That is the title of this.
でパート1とパート2があって
And there's part 1 and part 2.
でパート1のやつが出してあるんですよ
And they've only shown part 1.
だけど実際今回トリエンナーレで出されたのはパート2を出した
What they've shown at Triennale is not part 1, part 2.
でパート2にはインクルーズその陛下のこのバーナーで焼くの強調してよバーナーで焼いて後味で踏んづけるのが出されていたと
Now, I insist that we're clear about this. The one that was shown is a video of this emperor's photograph being burned by the burner and the ashes being trampled on by feet.
そのバーナーで焼くという意味は単なる火で燃えたんじゃなくて暴力を意味している
And I feel that burning it with a burner is not like other way of burning it. It is really a threatening act.
レッティングある Yes、ということでございまして実は嘘の展示に基づいて行われた
So,
嘘の申し込みですね
so this really proves that they have applied to show this piece lying about or deceiving what will be shown.
で皆さんに聞きたいんだけど、嘘の表現にはフリーダムオブエクスプレッションってあるんですか？
So, what if somebody's deceiving you? Is that a freedom of expression? That's what I'd like to know.
これが3つ目。
This is my third
で
point.
4つ目のポイントは、
And the fourth point.
今日マスコミがたくさん来とるけど、
So, all of you are from mass media.
だけど多分皆さん、外国人の記者クラブの皆さんも多分このコンフォートレディのねスタテュー、慰安婦像の報道しか知らなかったと思いますよ。
And members of FCCJ, those who are non-Japanese, I believe you heard only about comfort women.
ほとんどの、
Statue.
ほとんどの、マスコミがこのコンフォートレディだけやって、でコンフォートレディは私はあれは嘘だと言っておりますけど、だけどまあそうでないという意見もあるでしょう、一応これは。
And yes, most of the people only talk about, or media only covers about comfort women. And well, I feel personally, I think that's a lie, but I am saying that there is the statue do exist. I understand that.
まあそれはそれと。だけど問題はこの陛下のこのやっぱり肖像画をバーナーで燃やしてね、後で足で踏んづけるということは、これはハラスメントであってですね、これは。
And I feel that the problem is, for me, is that Emperor's photograph is burned by the burner and the ash being trampled on, and this is really a harassment.
ハラスメントであって、多分皆さんの中には、いやロンドンの美術館ではね、私も見ましたけど、何度か美術館ではエリザベス女王の顔にマスキングした画像を保存しているというのも調べました。
And yes, I did go, and I know about in museum in London, which has the Queen of England wearing the mask, and that they are keeping that piece at that museum.
見ましたけど、その悪いけどバーナーで燃やしてですね、足で踏んづけるというのとは僕は全然質的に違うと思いますよ、それは。
I really feel it's basically a totally different thing, that there's a difference between that and a photograph being burned by a burner and then being trampled on.
ね、それがまた嘘を言って展示されることってあるんですかと。
And then it's like, how is it possible that they could show this deceiving, not telling us about it and showing it?
だからそのことをマスコミがやらないもん、日本のマスコミは。
And Japanese mass media don't talk about things like that.
やっぱりね、事実をちゃんとリアリズムにちゃんとマスコミが立ってもらわないかん。
I really wish that mass media would talk about things that are based on truth and reality.
それでこれを嘘を言ったいうことの理由を2つ3つ言いますと、今日は見えになっとるからそこに、津田さんがおるけど、あとはちょっと分かりませんけど、中垣さんという方が見えます。
Okay, well, I would like to go and explain about 2 or 3 things what this was truly a deceit. There is Tsuda-san there, and Nakagawa-san is Nakagaki-san was involved as well.
この方は非常にフレンドリーな方で、たまに僕と電話して一杯一緒に飲もうかなって言ってますけど。
Nakagaki-san's a friendly chap. He sometimes calls me and says, "Let's have a drink."
彼はいわゆる、イディオット・ジャポニカというこういう円形の墓を作った人です。
And he is the artist who has created this piece that's called Idiot Japonica, that is a circular type of grave.
でそのグレーブの上に日章旗がありまして、そこにこれなんですけど。
And it's number 14 on your handout.
フォトね。でそこにサインがあるんです。
And there's a photograph of it, and there's a flag of Japan on top, and there's a sign next to it.
なんでこれは特攻隊のサインであるか、従軍兵士のサインであるか、いろんな議論はあるようですけど、彼らが死んだ日本軍兵士をですね、ストゥーピッド・ジャポニカと といった作品を作った人です。
And this is, I'm not certain which one is what, but it is of those Japanese Zero pilots who has committed suicide bombers. And this is a shrine or grave for those who have died. And he called it Idiot Japonica.
で彼がアベマテレビの中で喋ってて、でそれが原稿になって起こされています。
And then you will be able to see this actually on video on Abema TV, and they even have transcript for it.
で私たちはいわゆる実行委員会って2つあるんですけど、
There are two steering committees.
で小さい方の不自由展の実行委員会から出品してくれって頼まれたと。
And from the smaller steering committee, this freedom of in expression, is it? And this one, I was asked to approve that.
この作家がね。で
And
彼が、
this artist asked me for that.
彼の展示の内容はちょっと思想が僕と違いますけど。
And he has a different attitude about show from mine.
彼は非常に筋の通った人でですね。
And he's a very straight guy.
そうで彼がどう答えたか言ったら、名前も展示品もちゃんと出してやろうと言ったと、僕は。
And he gave me straight what he is going to call it and what piece he's going to show. And I said, okay, let's show this.
だけど実行委員会は彼が言っとる言葉ですよ、そのアベマテレビで。彼はいや実行委員会は慰安婦像が出てるから問題になると、だから隠してやろうと言われたと。
And this is, you can see this on transcript. He was saying that the one that shows the comforting woman, it's in there, so we should hide it.
そうで中垣さんはそんなことはいかんと、僕も芸術家だとそんなことやったことないと。
And Nakagaki-san said, I'm an artist, and you shouldn't really deceive. I mean, I have never deceived.
それでそこに津田さん見えるけどね、本人に聞いたらいいけども、津田さんに電話をしたと。
And he said that, I'm so sorry that Tsuda-san's, right there. And he said, I called him.
これじゃあ津田さんは必ず後で出すと言ったと。
And Tsuda-san replied, I will be certain to hand out or report it later.
Later と言ったということでこんな風になってしまったということを彼はそう言って答えてるんですね。
This is the result. And that's what he says it.
僕も非常にフレンドリーな人だから電話で話しとるんです、たまに。
And he's such a friendly guy, so every once in a while I talk to him over the phone.
一緒に酒飲もうかぐらいまで言っとるんですよ。
And we are at a point that we talk about going out drinking
でそ
sometime.
の時にこうやって言われたんでしょ、話は本当でしょ言ったら本当です、そうですって答えました彼は。
And I've asked him, I pressed him and said, is this what happened? Is that what you were told? And he said, yes, this is what happened.
証拠はないけどね、録音はしてないけど。
Of course, I didn't record our phone conversation, so there's no proof.
それからもう一つ有名なところでは、
And another one that's well
津
known
田さんがこれ4月のニ
is
コニ
that
コ生放送、
April Nico Nico Doga live.
津田さんと東さんだったかな、あれは東さんだったか
Tsuda-san and Azuma-san, Higashi-san, I can't
の
remember.
カンバセーションが、まあこれニコニコ生放送に出とって、
So the live video, their conversation
東
was
さんが
there.
やっぱり天皇が燃えたりするんですかところ答え。
And Higashi-san asked, is it true? Will emperor be burned?
でそれでまあその前ですけど、やっぱりこれが一番やばい企画になるんですよと、おそらく政治的にはそういう津田さんはまあ話をして。
And Tsuda-san has mentioned that, yeah, this is most likely to be the very most problematic or the harshest of political peace.
それから、順番がちょっと逆でした。それから
Sorry,
東さん
I'm
が
going back and forth here.
やっぱり天皇が燃えたりするんですかと。
So Higashi-san first asked, will the emperor be burned, really? That's what he said
で
first.
津田さんはああと言って笑いと。
And Tsuda-san just said, aha,
これは
and then he laughed.
動画で見えますから。
And you can see this on video.
まあそういうことなんであって、まあ申し訳ないですけど、 フリーダム・オブ・エクスプレッションはリスペクト、アーティストもリスペクトさせていただいてもいいけど、やっぱりちゃんと言ってもらわないかん、いくらなんでも、本当のことを。
Really, it's fine. Freedom of expression, of course, is good, and the artist should have the right to have freedom of expression, but we need to be first informed.
というのがまあ一番大事なこと。
That is the most important of the 4 points.
最後ですからもう一言言ってきます。
So, one more thing I'd like to
これ
mention.
は大村知事が完全に独裁でやったことなんであって、こちら側がいくら話し合おう思っても一切話に乗らなかった、彼は。
And this was solely decided and taken action by Omura, the prefecture head, and he has never asked us or consulted with us with any of these things.
That's the prefectural governor, right?
Yes,
Yes,
prefecture governor.
prefecture governor. ほんで最後の再開した時に3時半頃ですけど、電話で彼と話しました。
And then once it was reopened, I spoke to him at 3:30.
で今回は騙されたんだと、本当にこれは私たちはチェックする、ええかどうか別よ、これは私はガバメントとかそんなパワーなんて大嫌いな方ですけど、
Well, I was told that really this time we were completely deceived.
Yeah.
And for the government to do the checks, or I don't know if we should have power or that sort of thing, but it's just that we were simply just deceived.
川村隆さんは反権力のシンボルみたいな男だと。
And Takashi Kawamura is really the kind of a symbol of anti-government.
Yes, that's right.
That's what I was told.
日本で減税をしとるただ一つの市ですから、名古屋は。減税タックスカット。
In the entire Japan, city of Nagoya is the only place that is cutting down on city tax.
Yeah, tax cut is a symbol of anti-government, you know? Right? でしょ。ということでございまして、大村さんにその電話で僕は騙されたんだからいかんって、今回は。だからその騙されたことの表現の自由はないと思うと、僕はこれはと言ったと。
Okay, well, I'd like to end with that the conversation I have with Governor Omura. He said he simply admitted we were deceived. And what is a freedom of expression when you're deceived?
こんなことを認めたら日本中に嘘を進めることになりますよ。
I mean, if we allow something like this, are we to recommend or let deceit go on in Japan, entire Japan?
表現の自由といってマスコミを、特に中日新聞、朝日新聞、NHK もいかんやらんで、この天皇のことを巻き込んだら嘘でも何でもやれるのかと言っていかんでしょう、これは。
Well, I mean, what is it that the newspapers at Junichi or the mass media of Asahi and NHK, how could it be that this kind of thing about the emperor or this kind of deceit be shown?
まあそれは大村さんの電話の言葉じゃないけど。
Well, I mean, what I just said, it wasn't said by the government Omura.
大村さんに再開してはいけないと言ったんだけど、とか言って、まあ多分その時はすでに再開を決めとったと思いますけど、再開してしまったと。
And then at that time, I told Governor Omura that this show must not be opened again, and he was just grunting. And most likely, at that time, it was already decided that the show will be reopened.
その夜たまたま偶然ですけど、アクシデンタリーですけど、その愛知のその美術館のところに行っとったんですよ。本当にオープンするかと思って。そしたら上から津田さんが降りてきたの。偶然。
And it was just accidental. On that day, I was at the art exhibition area, and then really there goes どなたが
津田さんところに。
Tsuda-san was there, and he just came out from the art director. Tsuda-san has come out.
僕はその時津田さんになぜ嘘を言うんだと言ったよね。
At that time, remember, I said, "Why are you lying?"
と言って別に何の反論もしなかったし、まあそれで終わりましたけど。
He didn't make any reply, and that was the end of it.
そういうことで名古屋市もあと3300万ですか、支払いのお金が残っとるわけです。
And city of Nagoya still have 33 million?
33 million yen.
33 million yen left to pay for this.
ペイしたのでも1億4000万ありますけど。
And then we have already paid 140,000 yen.
これは税金ですからね、パブリックマネーですから。
And that's public
で
fund.
昨日記者会見ありましたけど、名古屋も独自に検証委員会を立ち上げまして、立ち上げますと。
And yesterday, we have made our announcement, and Nagoya will have our own Kenshoin, which is a review committee.
で第1回目は東京でやりますけど。
And the first one will be held in Tokyo.
座長は最高裁判所の、前の裁判官やっとった山本さんという人がやってくれますんで。
And the first one, or the chairman, will be done by the previously the Supreme Court judge.
で東京でやりますので、ぜひ
it'll be held in Japan. We'd appreciate it if you will come and participate.
だ僕はとにかくタックスペアがね、ちゃんと納得することをせないかんということで、私はまあ一連のいろいろ言っとるのはもうとにかくデューティーだと思ってこれ。
I think it's my duty to make sure that the taxpayer will be satisfied with the way money is spent.
はい、そういうことだ。That's all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
I love you.
And thanks for sticking to the time, more or less. Just to be clear, so I understand you,
大体ですね。
you're not against, so you're supporting freedom of expression, and you would have no objections to this art, all of these pieces being shown in a private exhibition?
こういうものが公共の場で見せられているということに対しては、それには反対ではないということなんですか？
公共の場で見せられていることにフリーダム・エクスプレッションをサポートして、公共の場で公共主催で、それでほとんど税金で、なおかつ騙してやることには反対です。
I am saying that freedom of expression, which is based on deceit, using the public money, showing at public space, I am against that.
And also organized by government, local government also. Not only the taxpayer, not only the tax, but organized by the prefecture and city. So it is very important. It is a rare case in your country, but it is the Japanese way of exhibiting.
And just, sorry, one other question. As you know, the exhibition that you were discussing today was subject to fairly intensive protests. I was down there talking to the organizers. Over 10,000 phone calls and mails. Protests which included people pouring liquids on the floor, saying they were going to burn the building down. As you know, somebody faxed in a threat to actually burn the building down in the same week as the Kyoto animation attack. So the Kyoto animation. So the organizers I spoke to were genuinely frightened of violence. So I wonder if the mayor would take this opportunity now to condemn that violence unequivocally and to condemn those threats against the exhibition, whatever our feelings about the exhibits.
どこであるともそういうような暴力的なその反対運動ということに対してコメントいただきたいと思います。
はい、それは暴力的にそのいろんなガソリン持って駆けつけるとかね、それはダメでしょ。それはテロじゃないですか。
Well, I mean, coming over and threatening to burn down the building with gasoline, that's a terrorist act.
申し訳ないけど、私のところにもね、 ガソリン缶持って行くってですね、私被害届出して彼は逮捕されましたよ。
And actually, I had a threat that someone has threatened me to burn my house down with a gasoline, and I have reported that, and this person was arrested.
本当だ。なぜかって僕のところに来たかいうと、私は委員長代行であって大村さんは委員長なもんで、当然同じ一味だと思うわけです、グループが。
And then he came to me because I'm an acting chairman, and of course, people will see me as somebody who took part in making decision.
僕はだから先ほど言ったように8月、正確に言うと4月31日の何で分かったか言うと7月31日の前のどういうのだそういうパレードの前リセプション、
はい、
あそこで津田さんが出てきて前10人ぐらい舞台の上に立っとったんです。一応会長代行だから。で津田さんが出てきてなんか20分かなんか文化庁が混んでおかしいとか言って大演説をやりかけてですね、で俺これどうなってんだとこれはって僕は津田さんの何の面識もないからびっくりして、そしてなんだこれって言ったら隣に自民党で私市会議長がいて、いや実は違反嘘が出とるんだぞとか言うんでびっくりしてですね、これ本当かそれって冗談だろうってと思ったのが初めてで、その次の日にまたある人から電話をもらって、ほんでこれ見に行かないかんからということで8月2日の日に見に行ってびっくりしたんですよ。天皇陛下の燃えとる話とから慰安婦像とからこの今のこれねでびっくりした。それが初めてなんです。
Well, to be clear, what happened was on July the 31st, there was an exhibition speech going on, and exhibition going on, and Suda-san and 10 others were on stage, and there was a lot going on, and they said, what is going on here? You know, what is the Department of Culture doing, and what are they going to do about that? And all these executives and government executives were getting together, making a lot of speech, or they were really upset about it. And I ran over to the exhibition and I saw this statue of the comfort woman, and also there was also this emperor being photographed being burned, video of that, and the other piece that I have just pointed out on this list. And well, I have gone again on August the 2nd, and there was again this problem of the video being shown of the emperor being burned. And this was a flow of events that actually took place on those days.
最後にラストワード、今回の問題は表現の自由の問題ではありません。はるかに表現の自由の以前の問題なんであって、人間は嘘をついてもいいかという問題です、これは。
And I really feel that ultimately the problem this time is not about freedom of expression, but it's all about is deceit the right way to obtain or gain freedom of expression.
Thank you. Sorry, we're hugging the table. So we will open the floor to questions from the working press first, and these two tables in front of me. If anybody has a question, would you raise your hand, please? And tell us who you are when you come to the microphone. Dozo. It's an emotive subject, so please, if you could stick to questions and please advise against anybody making speeches.
問題ですけれども、質問していることに。
はいはい、どうぞどうぞ。Go ahead. Okay.
日本語でもよろしいんですか？
日本語よろしいです。日本語。
Is it all right if it's Japanese?
Okay, right.
フリーランスの石川と申します。そうするとこういうふうに理解していいんでしょうか？今回の件でそのディシートとかね、
騙されたと。
ライとかね、そういうものがなかったら別に今までね。問題となったあれを含んだ作品を含んでいても構いませんよと、そういうことでしょうか。
So I'm Ishikawa, I'm a freelance. So are you saying that with this time, if it was not lied to or if there was no deceit, will you have shown these pieces?
いいですか？ Answer. いいですか、もし本当のことを言っておられたとしますよ、申し込みの時に、これが天皇陛下の肖像画が前のと違ってですよ、パート2で、前のと違ってバーナーで燃やして足で踏んづけるというのを出しますと言っておられたら、僕はちょっと待ってくれと、それはなぜかというと、これ公共事業だからいうことで第一級実行委員会をやろうと、そこで津田さんやらこれからこの大浦さんやらみんな来て、じゃあ意見を聞いてそこで考えようと言ったと思いますよ、僕は。
I think what would happen was if it was not deceived, and if they have honestly shown these pieces and brought it to us, I would have stopped and said, wait, let's get the steering committee members together and let's decide together. I'm talking about the parts two, so that's what I would have done.
私が名古屋からのリポートを、新聞リポートを読んだ限りでは、河村市長はこの天皇の肖像画を燃やしですね、踏みつけるようなこういうものの作品を展示するようなね、このビエンナーレ展、これにタックスマネーを出すことはできないと、こういう発言だったと思うんですが、それは違うんでしょうか。
I'd like to clarify this. Will you tell me if I'm wrong? I have read the Nagoya newspaper, and the report said that Mayor Kawamura has said that these pieces, such as emperors, their portrait being burned, if that is shown by burner at Triennale, that we can't use this taxpayers' money to show a piece like this. Is that true or not?
それはちじっとかがんでいかんのだけど、ちゃんと公共事業ですから言っときますけど、民間の画廊でやったやつじゃないんです。これは民間の画廊だったら私は何の権限もありません。だからパブリックマネーのいわゆるパブリックワークスの場合はやっぱりチェックする義務があるでしょう、これ。だからその会合でテーブルに上げる必要はあったと思いますよ。だけど本当のことを言ってディシーブルだからそれできなかったわけですよ。だから単純にそういう問題じゃないんですよ、やっぱりこれは。
I don't think it's a simple problem. Is that it is public kind of exhibition, and it is public kind of it is run by the government as well. And because it's public work, we should check it first. If it's a private work, I mean, it could be shown without anybody checking, but we should at least have had chance to discuss it at the steering committee's meeting.
いや、要するに先ほど言ったように中浦さんの正直な言葉に入ってるけど、これ慰安婦像があるから問題になるので隠して出そうと言ってるわけです。だから多分本当のことを言ったら認められないだろうと、そういうことだと思いますよ。だから隠したんだと思いますよ。
確認する中垣さん、中村。
中垣さん。
Okay, this is what Nakagaki-san has said. They said that if they told the truth, that even with the statue of the comforting woman, this would not have been allowed to public be shown.
ですよ。だからやっぱり相当ものすごい問題だったということですよ。これは政治的だし、これ。
It is very political, and I think it would have been a huge problem.
Thank you. Any more questions from the working press? These two tables in front of me. どうぞ。
フリーランスの小林と申します。私は河村市長のですね、ご主張は 100% 私個人的には賛成するんですが、大村さんっていう方はなぜあれですか、同じような考えになられないんですか。お話しされたことたくさんあると思います。
Well, I'm freelancer Kobayashi. I 100% agree with Mayor Kawamura. But you talk about Omura-san. Have you not had time to discuss this with him? Do you not have opportunity to talk to him?
いや、再会の時はちゃんと話しましたし、他はちょっとこれは一遍僕はまず当然代行ですからデシジョンはできないわけです。で大村さんに ちゃんと話し合おうと言ったら、彼はどう言ったかと言ったら記者会見で言ったんですけど、河村隆は憲法違反であり検閲でありナチスだと言ったじゃないですか。これナチスだと、これではですね、ちょっともうどちらが独裁だと言いたいですよ本当に。でナチスについては携帯に電話がかかっておりました、留守電が。でそんなつもりで言ったんじゃないとかなんとかって言ってましたけど、私悪いけど、あなた記者会見でナチスだと言ったんだから記者会見で謝ってくださいよと言ったら、あと何にもなしです。そういう状況です。
Well, the situation is after the exhibition reopened, I spoke with them, and I am a deputy chair of this exhibition. But what Kawamura Takashi has said is that I am encroaching or I am going against the Constitution, and that I am a Nazis. And he said that in a press release, a conference like this. And then he later on called me and left me a message on my phone that he didn't mean it. But what I've asked him to do is then, if you didn't mean it, you should hold a press conference saying that you didn't mean it.
何度実行委員会で大村さんは会長で僕は会長で代行ですから、そこでまず議論せないかん。何度言ったか分からない、文章でも。だけどただの1回も開かれませんね。無視ですわ。
And I don't know how many times I've requested, both in speech and in writing, let's have a meeting in regards to this matter, and let's have discussion and amongst the steering committee, but not once has he replied.
There was a story, just to inject my second question, there was a story on Kyodo News over the weekend, which the mayor may have seen, saying that the records seem to show that the Japanese Imperial Army asked the Japanese government to provide comfort women for Japanese soldiers. There was a fairly exact formula, 1 comfort woman for every 70 soldiers. I wonder if the mayor has seen that report and his reaction to it.
認められたそうなんですけども、それはご覧になりましたでしょうか。
それは新幹線のニュースで見ましたけど伝聞のね。だけどここで議論してもなんですけど、強制的にっていうのはフォースとどういうんだか知りませんけど、強制的の意味にはいろいろあってですね、これはいわゆる従軍ヤフ問題というやつは、泣き叫ぶ子供をですね振り切って、これ朝日新聞によりますと、吉田誠一さんという人が、誠二さんだったかなが最終党で振り切って200人かな強制的に連行したという、そういう軍は強制的にその女性をセクシャルスレイブにした証拠はないということを主張しとるんであって、一定のそれはあんまりこれ言っちゃいかんけど、私の親父も南市軍隊行ってましたから、やっぱり違反状為のあったぞとは言ってました、それは。だから一定の管理をしとったことは僕はあり得ると思いますよ。
I am not denying that there was certain kind of this comfort women existing, but what I have seen this news that you mentioned when I was writing on Shinkansen, and there was a discussion about or news about this comforting women, and then Seiji Yoshida, I believe, has mentioned that in the end there was something like 1,000 women who were recruited as sexual slaves but I'm not certain that they were really forced, and I don't know what level of being forced or being
registered. Probably.
They registered.
I'm sorry.
Registered.
Oh, no, registered. It's not forced.
So I don't think it was forced thing. It was recruited through registration. And then my father did mention something of this kind of comforting women because he was in a specific location during the war that had these sexual slaves.
Was that the mayor's exact words, sexual slaves?
He said.
Oh, he said that.
そうですいません、ちょっと確認なんですけど、
Yes.
言葉のすいません翻訳がこれ間違ってたら大変なので、
はい
先ほどセクシュアルスレーブっておっしゃいましたが、それってその日本語で言っていただいた方がいいと思うんですね。
それ日本語でセクシュアルスレイブ言うと十分慰安婦です。
十分や。Okay, so I just asked the mayor to clarify. So he translated it into sexual slave, but in Japanese, when he is saying it in Japanese, it is
十分慰安婦 made by 朝日新聞。
So Asahi Shimbun says 十分慰安婦. That's the exact word.
Thank you. Any more questions from the floor? You've stunned everybody into silence. どうぞ、gentleman at the back.
黙っちゃったみたいな。
フランス店の及川健二と申します。他に質問がないようなので、ちょっと別の話題でお伺いしたいことがあります。川村さんはずっと減税を主張してこられましたが、今回の消費税アップについてはどう思うのかということが1点。もう1点は消費税を 5% に減税することには賛成か、これが2点です。以上です。
すいません、お名前フランス店の。
フランス店の及川。
及川さん、はい。Oikawa-san from France 10 has, since there has been no additional question concerning this Triennale, today's topic, I'd like to hear from Mayor Kawamura. You have been talking so much about decreasing the tax, yet you have just increased seem to have increased this consumption tax. What do you think of that? And then, what do you think of bringing this tax down to 5%?
Thank you very much. Nagoya is the only city, tax cut city in Japan. So, ということで、日本語の方がいいかと思いますけど、本当に減税をしておりますんで、消費税を上げる必要はないし、間違いです、あれは。一番根本は日本のいわゆる財政危機は嘘なんですよ。これ、日本は財政危機ではありません。これは民間で借りるお金がないから、民間でお金を借りないようになったから、そのお金が余って、その分は政府が使ってるんです。だから全く違う。もし私の言うことが信じられないなら、リチャード・クーさん。ミスター・リチャード・クー、ドクター・リチャード・クーis a real economist ということで、彼のニューリリーストブックがあります。追われる国の経済学。それを読んでいただくといいんです。これはだから消費税上げる必要もないし、消費税の減税もできると思いますよ。名古屋でやってんだから、名古屋は住民税ですよ。できるんですよ。
Okay, well, I feel that increasing the tax is a mistake, and I believe that these economic crises is lie. That
crisis というか財政危機ね。
financial crisis.
Financial crisis is a liar in Japan.
And it has been made up because the public or the people are no longer borrowing money and using loans, and they are, whatever that's left over money or funds are used by the government. And it's been written very closely or in detail by Richard Koo, who's an economist, and in Japanese it's called Owareru Kuni no Keizai.
本当に本です。グッドブックですから、読んでもらうと。
I think you should read that book.
Thank you. So, does that answer your question? 大丈夫ですか？はい。Any more questions on the floor? どうぞ。Well, you've asked one already. Just to be clear, if nobody else wants to ask a question, this gentleman wants to ask a second one. Is that okay? じゃあどうぞ。
もちろんこの本はご存知だと思いますが、リチャード・クーさんの本以外にもう一つですね、反日種族主義という、読まれました。
韓国の、難しい本ですけど、
でも私はそれ本を読みましてですね、 韓国人の中で非常になんて言いますか、良心を持った人がいらっしゃるということを、改めて感じたんですが、この本によればですね、従軍疑惑も、それから、などの要するに反日的な、話はですね、全部捏造であるということですね。でこれは証拠も全部、出てますけれども、
すいません、質問が来ました。
それでこの、本人の主張とですね、から大村さんの意見などですね、どういうふうに噛み合っていくんでしょうかね。
大村さん、僕、大村か。
大村知事。
大村知事です。
はい。大村知事なんかにそういうことをおっしゃったことはございますか。
ちょっと待ってください。Should I? Okay. You have mentioned the book by Richard Koo, and he's also written a book that's called 한니치 시독주기, which is about Korean attitude towards Japanese. And then when I read that, I really felt that Korean people has a great heart, and that these talk about anti-Japanese really has been fabricated, and that he has numbers of proofs that discusses that. And all these things that is written on this book, I was wondering, have you, Mayor Kawamura, have you spoken with Omura-san about these things? What do Omura-san think about these things?
まあ大村さんのことはちょっとよく分かりませんけど、まあ昔は仲良かったんですけど、まあパーストなんです、過去形ってどういうんだったらいいの？
Past tense.
Past tense ですけど、Now it is past tense. We are very friendly with 大村さん。だけど、まあ一つ言えることは7月22日の時点でね、さっき時点で陛下のことはまあ彼は知らなかったと言ってます。陛下の燃えるやつバーナーでね。だけど慰安婦像と、まあ慰安婦像だけ絞って言おうか、慰安婦像については知っとったはずです。で彼が担当者ですけど、名古屋市の彼が見て彼がその部下か忘れましたけど、これはええのかと言って県に聞いたら、県は大村知事がいいと言ってると、それを展示してもと言ったと。そうでしょ、うなずいてますから、彼担当者ですから、ということですから、やっぱり慰安婦像をああいう格好でね飾るということはええと思っとるんでしょう。で私もう一つだけちょっと言わせてもらうと、ロサンゼルス、I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know about the Governor Omura. Let me say it in past tense. We were good friends. And as far as July the 22nd, at that point, that I was told that he didn't know about that video about the emperor being burned by the photograph being burned by the burner, but he knew about the Comfort Women's statue, and him, whom he just pointed out, and who has raised his hand, he was in charge of it. He verified. He said, "Are you sure this is going to be all right?" And then, according to the representative of the prefecture, who was representing the Governor Omura, he said, "Well, the government said it's all right."
そうです。でもう一つだけ言わせてもらうと、名古屋とロサンゼルスっていうのはシスターシティアフィリエーションということで60年代仲良ししたんですよ。これがでロサンゼルスは伊勢湾台風の時に応援してもらってありがたいんだけど、1ヶ月ぐらい前に行ってきた時に日本人の女性がいたんです。これガイドしとる。これ彼女が怒っとったんですけど、どう言っとったか言うと、ロサンゼルスの周りでそのコンファートレイディスタティを作るときに私たち反対運動やったんだと、署名運動やって、これはライアーだと嘘だと言ってやったんだと、何をやってくれるんですか名古屋はと、日本はと、私たちこうやって異教にアメリカに来て頑張っとるのにねと、これ名古屋が主催して、主催ですよ主催、これ と言ってえらい怒られました。
Well, it's an episode which I had when I visited LA. LA is a sister city of Nagoya since 60 years ago, and they have supported us. And
okay, right.
Okay.
Right.
And then when I visited LA, a Japanese guide was so upset with me.
Lady.
A Japanese guide, lady, right, was so upset that they petitioned against this comfort woman's display or statue being displayed in LA. And we worked so hard, and she said, what? In the LA area, when they displayed it was shown at the LA area, and they were just so upset, so what are you doing in Nagoya? We were in this other outside of Japan, in LA, working so hard against this, and city of Nagoya allowed this to be shown, and I was chewed out by this woman.
Thank you very much. Just so I'll beg the last question then. As I understand it, sorry, the Daisuke Tsuda-san, who's in the corner over there, the artistic director of the Aichi Triennale, so you repeatedly called his name. As I understand it, Tsuda-san's aim and the other people who organized the exhibition, their aim was to trigger a discussion on freedom of expression. That's why they picked those artists. No, Tsuda-san. Yeah, that's why they picked those exhibits. It seems as though they've succeeded, no? In the sense that the reaction to the exhibits, including the violent reaction that I mentioned, the cancellation, the discussions, the press coverage, today's press conference, they seem to have succeeded in their aims. Would you agree with that, or would you care to have the final word?
津田さんのやったことということは、その効果はあったんじゃないですか。それともそれに対してどう思いますか。
いやー、それはちょっとですね、やっぱり嘘まで言ってですね、展示品をでマスコミがそれをそちら側の応援してですよ、これ表現の自由だと言って、それはその公正な議論のスタートになりうるんですか、それ。やっぱり正直に展示の時に言って、これをほんとみんないかん言いますよ、それこれちょっと待て言って、それはそこのところでやっぱり堂々と議論をすべきだったと思いますよ。Honesty first ですよ。I insist honesty first, right?
Oh, he had the last word, but to answer your question, is it right that you deceive to have this kind of to have discussion started, and to supporting mass media in order to start up a discussion about freedom of expression? Is that the right way to start the true discussion, or is that the right way to start? So as he has said it in the last, we should really be open and willing to speak out.
Thank you very much. Well, thanks to the mayor for coming along. He started off the press conference by saying he loves us, and I hope he still loves us.
I love you ですか?
Yeah, I continue. I love you.
Thank you. Well, that's good to know. We held your feet to the fire a little bit, but that's good that you came out of it safe and sound. Well, thanks for everybody for coming along, and we hope that this situation will be resolved peacefully. I'm supposed to present you with an honorary membership to the club.
What's that?
Which means, yes.
You give me?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Well, not me personally, the club.
Okay.
So we hope you'll come back for a drink.
またぜひいらしてください。
Thank you very much. Do show your appreciation to the mayor today. Thank you.
Thank you for your association. I love you. Okay.